This mindset poisoned people's brains in the 90s, and it's still poisoning them now. In my country years ago, they once banned GTA in game cafe-like places because kids were playing it for almost free and getting violent on streets. First off, citations needed. Second, GTA is not for kids. If those kids get violent on the streets and you blame it on the game when their parents are more responsible for them, you are an idiot. Yes, games, movies, shows get banned if they contain sensitive content because it does affect reality. No, they get banned because moral guardians get offended by the content. That does classify as fiction affecting reality, but an emotional reaction towards consuming fiction is not the same as fiction leading people to murder others. In August 2021, the High Court ordered the Bangladesh Telecommunication Regulatory Commission's BTRC to remove harmful online games like PUBG, Free Fire, and Garena from online platforms for 3 months, citing concerns that youths were being drawn into violence. Wow, it's quite rare for me to see someone straight up supporting the government on their decision to censor fictional content. If this is true, I love how they only banned them for 3 months. It's almost like youths being drawn to violence because of video games is not substantiated with reality. People that want to ban video games do not understand video games, and those people are very common. Some people that don't want to ban video games also don't understand video games. I think some people need to be clued in on how games work. You can tell the developers of a game have no idea how guns work when they do crap like this. Yeah, that is done to balance the games. Counter-Strike has the Scout, the semi-auto rifle, and the Magnum sniper rifle. They're all valid choices depending on what you prioritize. Speed, damage, semi-auto, bolt action, etc. In Resident Evil 4, both the bolt action rifle and the semi-auto rifle use the same ammo. The bolt does more damage, but the semi-auto fires faster. Granted, most people are going to gravitate to the semi-auto anyway, but the point is, it doesn't make the previous option obsolete. Unlike the shotguns, the striker is the only obvious choice. The point is, it's all done for the sake of balance, not for the sake of realism and gun damage accuracy. Unfortunately, playing games is a rather difficult hobby nowadays, thanks to the hardware prices that are about to rise. It's all because of AI, and one company loves to double down on it. Welcome to another installment of Microsoft being completely out of touch with their audiences. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella wants people to stop calling AI SLOP. It's SLOP, Microsoft. More like micro-slop, right? I hate the fact that I'm feeling like Squidward looking outside of the window seeing SpongeBob and Patrick having fun meme. I'm seeing lots of people moving to Linux and having lots of fun with it, but my current workflow absolutely necessitates Windows. And so are lots of people that are still running Windows. In fact, most people don't care about Windows or Linux. They just want a computer that works. The adoption of Linux requires a lot of time and effort that I frankly do not have. But that only applies for my main systems. I am enjoying Linux with the older computers and laptops that I have lying around that I will never use for serious work anyways. So even though my main desktops and laptops still run Windows for the sake of supporting my workflow, Linux is great for reviving these old computers so that they will work just fine. Sorry, I was talking about Microsoft wanting to shove AI everywhere, and this is just another example of that, unfortunately. At least Microsoft won't do anything with their genuinely excellent Office suites. Yeah, screw you, Microsoft. Keep doubling down on that AI craze, Microsoft. It's not like Linux users are rising as of late because of this garbage. Do you want to see the reason why hardware prices will go up this year or next year? This fan fiction garbage. Don't you guys miss Harry Potter? Well, here's Harry Potter fan fiction for you. The series ended more than a decade ago, but here's a reminder of the trio making a snowman on Christmas. All these people's likenesses are straight up taken and used for this garbage. Here's Kevin from Home Alone giving a carrot for the snowman's nose. And then Deadpool comes in and puts the carrot on the bottom. And then John Wick comes in and asks whether they have seen his dog, with the music changing to the John Wick theme. John Wick asks if they have seen his dog, but Deadpool offered if he could be his dog. Why? I have no idea. I'm trying to find a funny here, but I am genuinely struggling.
Well, that guy wasn't very friendly.
What's so funny about that, Harry? Ron, having characters laugh at your attempt at a joke doesn't make it funny.
Deadpool, you and your inappropriate jokes.
Ah, but you see, Hermione, that would imply that there was a joke. This is just references after references in an AI-generated fanfiction trash that says absolutely nothing. What does all this mean? What is it trying to say? What are you trying to convey out of this? Oh, I know what it's trying to say. It is saying future PCs and laptops and smartphones and consoles will be expensive because of this garbage. You thought those characters were badly connected? Check out the post-credit where Toretto crashed John Wick's car. But then look at this post-credit. Here's Daenerys Targaryen flying with her dragon. Why? Just why? But I do have to admit, I'm glad that this video exists. This video proves that despite AI making it easier and more accessible to make garbage videos like this, some people are genuinely clueless at making art that no amount of AI is going to replace their lack of creativity and talent. We still have plenty more AI nonsense from these dumb users. Out of all the nonsensical comparisons that AI bros make, this must be one of the worst. Photoshop bros, I have a genuine question. Why don't you want to learn the skills required to use a darkroom? What an utterly asinine comparison. First off, you don't develop or edit digital photos inside a darkroom, you utter buffoon. Second, darkrooms are meant to develop photos, not edit or compose them further like Photoshop. Lightroom is the program that you are thinking of. That app is not only a basic photo editing app that you can download on your phone, but it is also a program to develop raw image files, the one that you can produce out of any modern cameras, like my Sony ZV-E10. The name Lightroom is a literal play of the word darkroom. If you have ever done any forms of graphic design or photography, this is textbook knowledge. But AI bros do not have any graphic design skills or any general skills at all. So I am not surprised they compared darkroom with Photoshop instead of Lightroom. The name is quite literally there, but I guess these losers only have heard Photoshop. Third, and the most important part, Photoshop, and Lightroom for that matter, are tools that require skills and input directly from the human themselves. AI is a robot that will do whatever you ask it to. Telling a robot what to draw doesn't make you an artist. It just takes time, the precious resource people constantly are trying to find ways to reclaim. Wow, this just shows your complete lack of appreciation for the artistic process. This is the kind of stuff that a businessman says, one that only knows how to be time efficient on making money but has no idea what art even is. Sure, you can churn out something quickly by having an AI to do the job for you. I certainly have done that to save time, but the results aren't always good. If you cannot see that, you are not an artist, and you have no business talking about other people's artistic value when you can't tell the difference between image manipulation and image development. This next hoopla is the reason why people despise AI. Here's a hoopla from my neighbor country and eternal rival Malaysia. This is what a media CEO thinks of animators. This person wants you to imagine giving an average salary of $600 per animator. That's about $6,000 for 10 animators in total every month. 2 months, $12,000. 4 months, $24,000. How dare we pay our animators? If using AI, I need 2 or 3 animators. I just spent $1,800. The trend of work has also changed. I am so glad that you are in favor of saving money for your business than providing your employees with genuine care. From my POV, I prefer to hire new talent who are willing to learn, compared to senior animators who are stubborn. Wow, the absolute disrespect towards senior artists. These executives have zero respect for the art process. They have no respect for animators. They have no respect for quality. They think that what AI is producing is good enough for most people. This is why I think people are not ready for AI. They are being used to remove humanity of art and create trash like this. The funny thing is, I have a personal vendetta against people named Zulkifli, and it seems that this opinion cements it even more. I don't know why. I just don't trust people with that name, or parents who name their kid that name. There are way better choices than Zulkifli, and I feel sorry for anyone who has that name. More AI hoopla BS. This AI user is talking a lot of crap. Notice how AI artists never tell traditional artists or haters to push buttons and try AI. This AI-generated Homelander begs to differ. This AI-generated Goku begs to differ. This AI-generated Superman begs to differ. Destroy pencils and use your keyboard to draw. You're not making art, AI artists. You're telling a robot to make it for you. That's why people are upset. This AI bro had the temerity to put this AI-generated art of the traditional artist being mad, but look at the AI artist, he's just chilling. If you're painting, that's cool, bro, you do you. Here's the problem. You are replying to real artists with this tweet. You are replying to loads of people being critical of AI with this whole paragraph. You generate this AI image alone to reply to them. You are just as bad as the guy on the left. You are not this dude that's just chilling and relaxing. You are far beyond what I would call chill or relaxed. Neither am I, but this post gives me plenty of good reasons not to be relaxed. Tattooed people don't give a damn if you're not tattooed, but some non-tattooed people won't shut up about tattoos being wrong. Don't lump in tattoo users with your crap. Their works have way more artistic value than any of yours. Oh wait, you have none. Even this Lara Croft tattoo has way more passion being put into it. Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. That's right, insecurity is loud, confidence is quiet, so allow me to assert the confidence of my stance by making this long paragraph tweet, generating an AI image to own my opponents, and replying to almost every tweet being critical of this take. You are correct, insecurity is loud, and you are incredibly loud. Alright, let's move on from AI nonsense to something that I do think is worthy of a serious discussion, especially when it can be enlightening and educational. Here's an opportunity for me to argue against piracy, which does not always happen for someone like me who is rather pro about it. I still don't understand why you buy movies and games when everything is available for free on the first pirate site you find. Because buying is way easier, more convenient, faster, more reliable, and it gives a lot more features. It's not that hard to understand, really. I've gone into streaming TV shows on pirate sites too, but their servers are unreliable and prone to a lot of buffering. This is why I pirate movies, but for TV shows, which are a lot harder to find, I just have to deal with the inconsistent connection. I've also got myself to reading books, and they thankfully don't require a lot of hardware or fast internet connection. As for games, it depends. Some games don't have DRM. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Expedition 33, Dispatch, they're all 2025 Game of the Year contenders, and they are cracked day one because they have no DRM. Some Sony exclusive ports have no DRM, like Spider-Man, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and Ratchet & Clank. Some Sony exclusive ports do have DRM, like Stellar Blade, and they are still not cracked at the time of this video. Some games have been successfully cracked, but they're mostly older titles. Persona 5 Royale is successfully cracked. Hi-Fi Rush recently got cracked as well. If you're a multiplayer gamer, unless you're playing local multiplayer, you must buy the game. If you use Linux, good luck figuring out how to run pirated games. Emulated games are fine, but PC games require a little bit more tinkering. The point is, while selling the Cs are excellent for certain games, buying games are still way more reliable and will get you a lot of support. The same goes for movies and TV shows. Selling the Cs is one way to get them, but it's not always the best way. And that's all for the video today. Here's a cat. Huge thanks to all the wonderful sponsors this week. You're all fantastic. Don't forget to check out my previous videos here. Click the like button, comment, subscribe, join the YouTube membership, leave some tips, just $1 down below. And thanks for watching.